Hello and welcome. This is Japan. We have another Dead by Daylight tier list here. It's been a little bit since I've gotten into having a tier list for Dead by Daylight, so of course I'll probably pump out a couple of these in the next week because yeah, it's been a little bit, I guess. So I had a kind of an interesting idea here to do this one. Is just basically I always play Survivor. It's just kind of the main thing that I do when I play Dead by Daylight. Like I've have 1,000 hours into Dead by Daylight. I would say 980 of those are Survivor. So that leaves about 20 hours, if that, on Killer. And most of the time it's just me grinding out stuff for like the tome on the Killer side. And I'm not actually playing, I'm just playing as a friendly pig. So I'm gonna go based off of like from my Survivor experience who I actually would want to play as a killer, like if I would think it's fun, and just base it off of nothing but actually going against them, because certain killers are just, I don't feel like they'd be fun to play. That's at least how I view it, but I don't actually play them, so I don't know. Maybe it's an interesting idea, or maybe it's just completely wrong, but um yeah, I guess we'll go there. I try to keep these tier lists as even as possible. I think there's 38 killers. We got five categories, so that would be roughly seven a category. So we'll try to keep it even. So let's start off with Trapper. Now, to be honest, like I said, I play a lot of Friendly Pig, but if I did ever really play, I did play a little bit of Trapper, maybe like a good 5 hours in Trapper. I think he's fun to play. I just think it's funny to watch people walk into traps, and that's just the only thing that's funny. I don't think he's really that OP of a character. I don't think he's has that many crazy builds. He's just kind of fun for the situational stuff. Bing Bong actually I think would be kind of fun to play, like just kind of stealthing and giving people heart attacks. I think he'd be fun. I mean, even with like certain builds, I just think in general, I guess this would just be fun. And I don't know. It seems like it'd definitely be a like a skill gap on some of them. Hillbilly is kind of daunting because it feels like it's like you'd have to control the character. Again, I have no clue. I've never even loaded in as Hillbilly or seen anybody really. I don't even watch that many people that play killers, so like I haven't really ever seen how even his mechanics work. Like it feels like it would be difficult to zoot around the map and hit people, but it feels like most people hit you with ease. So I probably would rather not, just because it kind of blows my brain to try to see if I'd be able to get it. Same thing with the nurse. Like I feel like teleporting away that way she does, I think it would be hard for me, but I don't really know for sure. So I don't know if I'd be up for the challenge right off the bat. I guess this is kind of like building, like maybe if I get these two rows, maybe I'll try a stream while playing these characters so I can report back, or maybe I'll play as like the Will Nods or whatever. I guess if this video gets 20 likes, I'll play all the characters in the Will Not stream. How about that? That could be interesting, right? I don't know. Let's go. Next up would be Michael Myers. I have played Michael Myers. So like I've played three killers, I think altogether. I'd say I've got about 5 hours on Trapper, probably about 10 on Pig, and then maybe like 4.5 with Mikey. And then I got like a half an hour maybe with Ghosty because I wanted to try him out. And I've played a little bit of Pyramid Head. I think like maybe a match with Trickster just to play around with the ricochets of the knives. And I played once as Nemesis, I know, but that was like a friend game. But other than that, yeah, this is very. It's kind of crazy to see that I've played so much and so little of this on this other side of the game. So Mikey, I think it's fun. I think it's always fun because you're just kind of hiding and popping up, and you can mori people if you want to do the Tombstone Myers, which is just kind of fun. I could see the appeal of it. I hate it when I'm as a survivor, but I could see the appeal as a killer. Hag, I think I would try playing Hag. She seems to have a little bit more controlled teleports because she's controlling to where her traps are. I just feel like I get so panicked to like use my util on like things like even with Trapper, like I'll try to use the items that automatically bring my traps back up because I'm not going around resetting them that often because I'm so focused on just trying to chase people. So I feel like that'd be kind of the same with the Hag, but like at least if they're there, they could be fun to like scare people and stuff. Doctor seems like an interesting one too because like making people scream and all that and doing that seems like it'd be kind of a, like an echolocation type thing. So I guess it could be a little fun. I'll put him in good for a game or two. He might go up to the fun if I need some space. Huntress would be one of those things that I would have fun trying out, but I feel like I'd get bullied because I'd be trying to throw those hatchets, and I've never played like a character like that, so I think it would just be a disaster. But I think I'd give it a game or two, to at least try it. Um, Cannibal or Bubba, I I feel like he's pretty grounded and you could go around and stuff. Like I don't feel like he'd be too difficult to play if you have no skill in it. So I'll put him as fun. I wouldn't really do much other than just knocking people's items off with Franklin's and running around and making noise. Freddy seems like he'd be semi difficult to play. I don't think he'd necessarily be bad, but I know a lot of people don't play Freddy, so I'm assuming a lot of it's just based off of his kit and stuff. And he most of Freddy's that I've seen just kind of rely on the Blood Warden at the end, but that just might be because I don't run into him that often. Like maybe Freddy's probably the second least character I see in this game. I definitely say the twins is number one by far, but I'd say Freddy's pretty close up to being at the bottom of never seeing. Um, so I would say I'd probably rather not. Pig, always fun. I gotta put her up there. A clown. Clown could be interesting because it's kind of like the throw ability of Huntress, but you have it where it's like an area effect, so you don't probably have to be as good with your fins. Obviously, the better aim you have, the better chance you're gonna have for fun. But I'll put him in fun. I think it'd be interesting. Spirit, it's a teleporting fin I'm just not really into. I'll probably put it in rather not. The only reason why I probably wouldn't put her in will not play because I like a lot of her skins. And I think I'm gonna have to put some down here. But I like she has so many cool skins that like I would like to learn her if I ever played Killer just because of how many cool skins she has. Legion, I think I've played one or two games as Legion actually now that I'm thinking about it. He's pretty fun. Just kind of running around, just stabbing people. It helps a lot to help the game out, I would say, for yourself because you could chase people, but then you kind of have like the ability to see them with stabbing them and stuff. So I don't know. I think it'd be a good starting character. Next up is Plague. Plague seems like somebody that'd be slightly difficult to play, but like also if you are really good at controlling the map and stuff and getting stuff gummed up with your throw, it doesn't seem like it would be too like wouldn't be too much craziness to learn and stuff. So I'll put her in fun. She seems like she'd be pretty fun to play. Next up is Ghostface. I would probably put up in the fun. I like the stealth characters that pop up and scare people. That's kind of cool. Demogorgon, I don't feel like would be awful. I don't ever think he's like super overpowered or anything. So I probably would give it a game or two. I don't see a problem with Demogorgon. I could move him up to fun if I needed the space. Oni seems kind of similar to like um Hillbilly, where you're gonna have to like really know how to get around the map fast and time that type of stuff. So I'm gonna say would rather not, but I don't think it's the worst. Gunslinger, I think it's similar to like Huntress, where you're gonna have to get your aim good, but I feel like it's a little worse than Huntress because Huntress could still be dominant if you're terrible with your hatchets, but I feel like Gunslinger you really have to be good with that gun. So I'm gonna put rather not. Pyramid Head, I've played him before. He's doesn't feel too bad to me. Like it just feels like a lot of running around, but I don't think he's like a bad character to play. I'd say he's fun. Blight seems like a nightmare because it's like the running around and hitting and the speed. Like his whole thing is going super speed. So as a character, a person who's never played Killer and never played like that type of thing, I think it would be not fun. So I would put him in a will not to play. Same thing with the twins. The twins are a little bit different. It's just it feels like they're so underpowered. I don't know. I'd have a lot of fun playing as Victor, and so maybe it'd be good for a game or two. But yeah, maybe I'll switch it up there. Actually, it might be fun just to play around with Victor. But man, it feels like most twin players struggle. Um, I'm gonna have to start moving some characters down because I feel like I have way more up at the top and not as much at the bottom, which is kind of cool because I thought I would actually hate more players or hate more playing certain characters, but I actually don't think it's going to be too crazy. Trickster, I've played before. He's pretty fun. I'll put him up in the fun category. Same thing with Nemesis. I think they're both pretty fun characters. Pinhead seems interesting because he seems always OP, so I would try him out for a game or two. The teleporting and the grabbing people with hooks, it's kind of fun. Artist doesn't necessarily seem like a bad character. You know, I'm gonna put this, and this down here. Yeah, I think that'd be better. I'm gonna put him in will not play because I feel like the speed and teleportation hurts me a little bit of trying to figure out if I could actually do it. So I'll put it there. I put artisan rather not. I feel like trying to hit those birds are not as fun compared to like some of the other ranged killers, but she does have some pretty dope skins. Sadako, honestly, like she doesn't seem like that bad to play, but I don't particularly feel like I would probably play her. So I'll put a game or two. Dredge seems interesting because you could kind of teleport from the fanes and then make it dark. That kind of seems like kind of fun. So I might actually be a little bit more inclined to play that. So I'm gonna move the hag down to probably not play, and I'll put Dredge into maybe a game or two. I don't think they'd be any good bad. Wesker, I like Resident Evil a lot, so I probably would try to at least play him. So I feel like I still need to move some characters. Let's put Bing Bong up. That would probably be fun. And I'll put Wesker into a game or two because I probably want to test him out. Maybe I'll put him up to fun because I feel like I could play Wesker. He just has like that dart, and I think that's not too bad. The knight seems very complicated to like know which to use of your things. I probably would feel very overwhelmed playing the knight right away. But he seems like he'd still be kind of fun though. As Skull Merchant, I don't know. Skull Merchant doesn't seem fun because it seems like it's kind of a boring character to play because like you're really just kind of patrolling a lot of the times and then it gets to that point where people think you camp and sometimes it feels like it is camping or like gen camping. So like I think like good Skull Merchant characters have to kind of have like that patrol really well and it kind of blurs that line. So I think I'd rather not play her. I'm gonna put will not play her. Next up is Singularity. He just seems not fun to play. I don't know what to say about it, but I probably would not play Singularity. Next up would be Alien. I would try out Alien for a game or two. He seems kind of cool. The tunneling thing under the thing doesn't seem like it would be super conducive to playing, but it could still have some fun parts. Chucky, I've never played, but I think his little stealthy run around character doesn't sound too bad. Unknown, I feel like he's kind of one of those characters I probably wouldn't like as much. I'm gonna put will not would rather not. Same thing with the Lynch. It just again he has like a lot of different things, and I feel like I wouldn't use half of his stuff right off the bat. Same thing with Dracula too, because it's like you have so like the wolf and the fire and all that, and I think like it'd be overwhelming for me. And then next up is the Houndmaster, which I haven't seen much play, but it would be kind of fun to throw out that dog and just see what happens with it. So I actually would probably put it up in fun because it seems like it'd be a fun character to play. I know there's been a lot of glitches and stuff like that, and I kind of like seeing that type of stuff. So this is what I would pick. I don't know if you guys have any other Survivor mains out there. Would also like to tell me what you think because it's weird because I've played just so much of this game and I'm missing such a huge portion of the game. So I guess this is what we'll do. And like I said, if we get 20 likes on this video, I'll do a stream where I'll play all. I think I own all of these. I'll play all 7 of these characters in this stream, at least 1 or 2 games. And then if we get 40 likes or something, I'll do this top row too. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something crazy. I don't think we'll get 20 likes, but if we do, I'll do that. Until this next time, it's been Japan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye, guys.